Well, thanks for joining us, everyone, right here on 13 News at Noon. I'm Matthew Foltz. And right now, we're looking ahead to a weather impact alert as we're seeing high temperatures this week. We're going to take you to a live look outside of downtown Indy right now. Pretty sunny out there as we're planning to hit at least the mid-90s this week. Can you believe it? Or today, I should say. And Chelsea joins us now with just how hot it's going to get today and this week.
Yeah, we could see near record warmth for the next several days as we have a ridge of high pressure just building that heat. And that's why we have that weather impact alert, especially for Tuesday and Wednesday. Those are expected to be our hottest days of this week. Right now, though, we have a lot of sunshine, not a lot of clouds out there. Temperatures already have surpassed the average high for today. It's around 84 degrees and we are currently at 86 in Indianapolis. Also in Bloomington, first day of classes at IU, 87 in Bedford, 88 in Muncie, 87 in Lafayette, and we're only going to continue to warm on up. Temperatures today in the low to middle 90s with abundant sunshine, so it's going to be hot and hazy as well. So if you're heading off to the Ruoff Music Center this evening for Pearl Jam, starts at 7:30. We'll hold on to those 90s through about 8 p.m. and then still in those middle 80s through about 10 p.m. with those mostly clear skies. So it is definitely going to be very hot out there if you're going out there. Excessive heat watch is posted for tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. I have more details ahead.
All right, we'll see you then, Chelsea. Well, splash pads, basketball, and tennis courts at Butler-Tarkenton Park were pretty busy over the weekend as Central Indiana heats up. We saw visitors trying to enjoy the last days of summer before Labor Day next Monday. But even with the summer wrapping up, it's only getting hotter. That means the higher risk of heat-related illnesses if you don't take those precautions.
Drink lots of water so you don't dehydrate. And stay indoors as much as you can.
That's great advice coming from the little ones. Well, this is your last week to take advantage of the Indy Park splash pads. They close for the season on Labor Day. We do have a full list of all the locations right now on our website at WTHR.com. Well, this afternoon, a student in Avon has been removed from class after being caught with a gun. Avon School says 2 students reported a classmate showing off the handgun this morning on a bus heading to Avon Intermediate School East. School administrators as well as school police resource officers took the gun and removed the student. Now, Avon School sent a statement that reads in part, quote, "We regularly tell Avon students and staff that if they see something, they should immediately tell a trusted adult, and I am extremely proud of the students who reported this situation this morning." Now, no threats were made at the school and classes are going on this afternoon. Well, this afternoon, we also know the name of a 40-year-old man shot and killed by IMPD officers last week. It happened Friday morning when IMPD SWAT officers were serving a warrant to Contrail Small. They say Small was armed and dangerous. When police got inside the motel room near Pendleton Pike and Post Road, they say there was a struggle and Small reached for a rifle. That's when officers fired and killing him. A woman was in the motel room, was taken in for questioning. The 2 officers involved in the shooting are on administrative leave, which is standard procedure. No officers were injured in the shooting. And just moments ago, 13 News also learned the name of a man found dead on the city's south side. IMPD is investigating this case as a homicide. Officers say they found 39-year-old John Hamby III at the scene on Pagoda Drive near Garfield Park yesterday morning. Investigators say Hamby died due to traumatic injuries. They later ruled his death a homicide. This is still an ongoing investigation, and IMPD is asking anyone with information to give them a call. A person is in custody this afternoon for a shooting that injured a woman as well as a child. Police found them in a home near 21st and Arlington just after midnight Saturday. Investigators believe the woman was holding the child at the time of the shooting. At last check, that woman is in stable condition. The child was taken to the hospital in critical condition, but they're also in stable condition now. Investigators say this all started as a domestic dispute that escalated to shots being fired.
I understand people have problems, whether they're married or not, it doesn't matter, but it's still resorting to violence is not the answer.
The 21-year-old man arrested for the shooting now faces 2 charges of attempted murder. Time is now 12:05. This afternoon, we're learning a 4-year-old boy involved in what police are calling an accidental shooting has died. Our Marina Silva talked to the family and friends as they celebrated the life of 4-year-old Coron Jr.
I'm in a nightmare that I can't get out of.
Gianna Powell and Corian Butts are dealing with a parent's worst nightmare. Saturday, their son Coron Jr. died after being in the hospital since last Sunday. Around 12:30 August 18th, officers responded to a report of the shooting in the 3600 block of North Dearborn Street near North Keystone Avenue. When officers got there, they found Coron Jr. and immediately took him to the hospital. Police are calling it an accidental shooting. His family says he was recently diagnosed with autism, and he was a very smart little boy.
He's lining up everything and making a line. I always try to figure it out. I guess it was just something he do. He loved to teach himself, like he'll get on his tablet or something or phone and like look up all the dinosaurs.
Family and friends are gathered to release balloons in honor of 4-year-old Coron Jr. He died this weekend after being in the hospital for multiple days. His family says he was a loving little boy, and one thing they want is justice to be served.
We just want justice for our son.
Just take accountability, really.
That's it.
That's all it is to it.
His uncle, Jeremiah Ransom, says he was just 8 years old when his nephew was born, a title he did not take lightly.
I used to brag about it a lot. I used to go to school saying like I had a nephew and stuff.
Coron Jr. was a child who loved to run around, and his uncle was often right behind him.
He was goofy. He liked to play around a lot. He really liked dinosaurs.
Family and friends released all kinds of balloons Sunday evening to honor the 4-year-old, even lighting candles in the shape of a dinosaur.
We just leave it in God's hands, and Junior, just know that you always gonna be with us.
His family says their faith is going to keep them together. Reporting in Indianapolis, Marina Silva, 13 News.
And Coron Jr.'s parents tell 13 News he will be an organ donor. It's something they want to do to keep his memory alive. He's expected to save 3 lives, and a walk in his honor will be today. Well, more family and friends gathered to remember local restaurant owner George Nelson Sr. He was shot and killed outside his restaurant Wednesday night. Blue, white, and silver balloons filled the sky at Pa and Ma's Backyard Barbecue. Nelson's family tells us he had just opened the restaurant on the near northwest side earlier this year.
This is not just a restaurant. This is going to be a place for the community to benefit from and for the community to grow from.
Nelson's daughter called him a true and passionate protector. Nearly 100 people came out yesterday afternoon to remember him. Nelson was 56 years old. Well, time is now 12:08. Clear the Shelters was a huge success. The Humane Society for Hamilton County tells 13 News 139 pets were adopted as part of the 10th annual event this weekend. The surge in adoptions comes just in time as the shelter was massively overcrowded. The first day was so successful, the Humane Society has extended the Clear the Shelter deals. The Humane Society for Hamilton County is open for adoptions right now until 5 p.m. Those deals include $10 adoptions, a microchip, a starter bag of food, as well as a wellness exam. Now, there are some steps you will need to take if you plan to adopt. Don't worry, we have all those things listed for you right now at our website at WTHR.com. Over in sports, the Indiana Fever are back in action tonight, playing against in Atlanta against the Dream, and you can watch that game right here on Channel 13.